Today, our world is in great danger of a very complicated sort of a war, and that war is being waged on the coastline Palestinians and the Israelis. And this war started few days before when Hamas fighters they attacked military installations in Israel at 8 points and attacked and killed many Israeli soldiers and officers and also kidnapped many of their men and women and took them to Gaza. In the meantime, the invincibility of Israel was put in jeopardy, and then when the Israelis noticed by the time war had started full scale, and then Israeli forces and air forces started bombing Gaza, especially the civilian enclave where hundreds of people have died in the Jalaba refugee camp, as well as the offices of the Hamas have been destroyed, as well as men and women have been killed. So world is also taking notice, and American Navy is now approaching the borders of Israel near Gaza. On the other side, the various demonstrations are being held in Istanbul and New York and other places against the Israeli attack. So now we'll be discussing this issue threadbare so as to know the implications of this present movement.
दोस्तों अस्सलाम वालेकुम। हिन वक्त सॼी दुनिया परेशान आहे। 1947-48 में जॾहिं इसराइल पंहिंजो जनम वरितो हो, उनखे 75-76 साल थी विया आहिनि। उन ॾींहं खां वठी फ़लस्तीन मुसलसल झेड़े में आहे। मुसलसल ज़िंदगी ऐं मौत जे ॿवाटे ते जंग विड़ी रहियो आहे। ताज़ो ई पहिरियों दफ़ो तारीख़ में हमास ऐं ॿियनि तंज़ीमुनि ईरान में हिन में इसराइल में दाख़िल थी जेका बमबारी कई आहे, उन बमबारी जे नतीजे में तमामु वॾी तइदाद में इसराइली मारिया विया आहिनि। हिन वक़्तु सूरत हाल एॾी कशीदा थी वई आहे जो सॼी दुनिया परेशान आहे ऐं दुनिया जा ताक़तवर मुल्क पाण में गॾिजनि पिया, लॉबीज़ ठहनि पियूं। पुराणियूं जेके नयूं लाबियूं ताज़ो ईरान ऐं सऊदी अरब ठहिया हुआ उहे बि वरी टुटणु वञनि पिया। मामिलो ॾाढो गड़बड़ आहे, इनखे सम्झण जी ज़रूरत आहे। असां इनखे सीरियसली सम्झूं। इन सिलसिले में असां अॼु कोशिशि कई आहे त सिंध जे इंतिहाई ॾाहे ऐं सियासी दानिश्वर लेखक साईं नज़ीर चना सां अंग्रेज़ी में डिस्कस कंदासीं त असां पंहिंजे सिंध जो मौक़ुफ़, पाकिस्तान जो मौक़ुफ़ ऐं असांजे सुधरियल तरक़ी पसंदि माण्हुनि जो मौक़ुफ़ खे सॼी दुनिया ते पहुचाए सघूं त आख़िर दुनिया में थिए छा पियो। Hello, Mr. Nazir Chana, how are you?
I'm fine. How do you do, Mr. Sami?
My question is, first question is, how to feel you about Palestine and Israel conflict, armed conflict?
Yes. This issue which is confronting the world of today, and I welcome you. I feel happy and privileged to be the guest replying the questions on a very important burning issue of the world level. In fact, the armed attack of the Hamas and the Palestinians on the Israeli soil has exposed the invincibility of Israel, which had taken over the land of the Palestinians in 48 and usurped the land, and later on in the 65 war, the further areas and the Islamic places were also occupied by the Israelis. And by yet they have been saying that they will agree to some settlement on the Palestine-Israel question. But that settlement never come across, and Israelis never agreed to giving any concession to the Palestinians. On the contrary, they have been usurping their land, they have been killing the Palestinians, they have been bombarding Gaza, they have been attacking West Bank, Ramla and other places, and they have been disfiguring and discrediting Masjid Aqsa as well, which is a holy place of the Muslims of the world over. So this has led to a great contradiction, and so Hamas taking advantage of the contradiction, attacked Israel on their big important day, 3 days before. It was a surprise blitzkrieg attack in which hundreds of Israeli soldiers and civilians were killed and hundreds were taken hostages with the Hamas people taken back to Gaza. So now Israel is full of anger and is trying to attack, armed attack on the Gaza through Air Force bombing, and has got the support of America, Britain, France, Germany, Canada, India. They all are supporting. On the other hand, we see the Islamic Republic of Iran, Yemen, Afghanistan, Turkey, Oman, and Qatar. They are supporting the Hamas. But the main support is coming from Iran and the Hezbollah, which is based in Lebanon. And the others are very making speeches. Now in this situation, there is a great danger of further violence, and the Hamas says that it will continue the war, while the Israeli Prime Minister says he will continue the war till the destruction of Gaza. In this situation, they have blockaded gas, light, water and food stuff to Gaza, which is a criminal act. And according to international law, even occupation forces have no right to do that. So in this way, the President of Colombia, who is a leftist and a progressive, Mr. Batista, he has been saying that what Israel is doing is Nazism, and Israel is following the Nazi point of view, and he has condemned Israel also for it. Now the situation is this: there is going to be a people's war, and in the war, lot of thousands of men and women are being massacred and killed in Gaza and other places. So this war is going further in momentum, and now the American troops are also coming, American Navy, and the talks between Saudi Arabia and Israel for a recognition have been stalled. But now it seems that there is no likelihood of any friendship between the Israelis and the Palestinians for at least a decade. And the world is in danger of a war. So in this way, this is an important time of today in which we need to analyze the situation as to how best to contain this and how best to get the rights of the Palestinians also established and recognized the world. Of the population of Gaza, who are not fully armed and they are not supported by the world powers, but it's the spirit, indomitable courage and bravery of the Palestinians who want to redeem their land, their state, their culture, their religion, and they don't accept a foreigner staying in their land in the midst of it, which is a colonial legacy.
Mr. Chana, I say, what impact of this armed forces and what this situation are over impact in the world?
I'm afraid that this is going to escalate, because as yet there was a status quo, and America and Western powers had been exploiting in the name of two nations, two states, and Mahmoud Abbas, a PLO, member of the United Nations observer, and they had been exploiting. Now when it has come to head, when Hamas and Islamic Jihad have attacked Israel and they are fighting to the last, then America has also come in the picture. And now the American Navy is nearing so as to effectively implement the blockade. And whole of the West is together, whether it's Canada, it's Australia, it's America, it's Sweden, it's England, it's France, they are united. Russia is practically neutral, and China. But they are watching the situation, but they are not in a position to interfere. And the Arab states, the people are demonstrating, but the Arab regimes are pro-American and they want to have more friendship with Israel. But I think now they cannot make friendship with Israel, and I'm afraid that there might be a big war, because Iran is under attack and Israel has threatened Iran, and Iran has also threatened Israel with the repercussions of the same. I'm afraid there's going to be war between Iran and Israel, and maybe Israel may attack Gaza, a wholesale attack, and capture it, and war will continue, and Iran will come in between, and there will be a war between Iran and Israel has got a stockpile of atomic weapons, and it has got support of America, the West. But I am sure that the independent people of Palestine will secure freedom today or tomorrow. They might be massacred, they might have to give a lot of sacrifices, and there might be a world level conflict as well, which might lead to international escalation. But that might not be avoided at the moment, I'm afraid. So, but we all have to be very careful. I know that Pakistan is in a very weak position, it is silent, some other Muslim countries, but Iran has taken a stand, and Iran has to take a stand. While Israel also cannot remain silent. Netanyahu says that he will finish the Palestinians once for all. He will punish them. He will avenge the insult. But it's a crime, international crime, to kill the civilians, to kill the people, to kill the men and women. So I think that the writers, poets of the world should take a voice, and the United Nations and Security Council should come forward, and OIC, but they are not very important, the world people, the progressives, the writers, the poets, the scholars, the intellectuals, and we need a team of doctors to go there to take care of the wounded and the dead, and to help them so that they may have light, electricity, water, food. Otherwise it shall be a harakari, and it's a more of Holocaust. This is more extreme Nazism in the world periphery. So let us hope for the best, but at the moment I think that there is a danger of a big war, maybe a world war, because there is the oil in the Gulf, and America wants to control that, and Israel is a baby of America and the West, and Israel, a righteous liquid party of Netanyahu, is an extremist party. So in that way they will ignite big trouble in Lebanon and Palestine. So at the moment the talks have failed. Now there cannot be any friendship with the Palestinians and Israelis as people are thinking. Now it will take centuries to mend off all this. So let us wait and see as to what happens. So I can't forecast right now, but I'm afraid there's going to be a big war. If it's not contained, it will be a world war sort of a thing. This is what I feel. But we must support the freedom-loving Palestinians, Hamas, and Jihad, and other people who are fighting for the right of their land and the state and the rights which are enshrined according to the constitutions of the world level. So this is what I feel, my dear sir. And I thank you very much that you have listened to me peacefully. And I also participated in the struggle for the support of the oppressed and opposition to the oppressors the world. So kind of you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nazir Chana. Inshallah, we meet next time in next program. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So meet again.
नाज़रीन ही असांजो चैनल माई टाइम उनजो ही पहिरियों प्रोग्राम हो विथ मिस्टर नज़ीर चन्ना ऐं हीअ हर हफ़्ते प्रोग्राम थींदो नज़ीर चन्ना साहब खे बार बार इन्हनि खे सिंध ऐं दुनिया जे मसइलनि ते ॻाल्हि ॿोल कंदासीं। असांजो पहिरियों प्रोग्राम तव्हांखे कीअं लॻो? हज़ार ख़ामियुनि जे बावजूदि असांजी नियत साफ़ आहे त जीअं अॻिते वधूं, पाण गॾिजी अॻिते हलूं ऐं माई टाइम खे वधीक कामयाबु करियूं, हिनखे सब्सक्राइब करियो वधीक त जीअं असांजो पैगाम परे परे पहुचे। इनशाला पाण वरी मुलाक़ात कंदासीं मुख़्तलिफ़ सियासी तंज़ीमुनि जे अॻवाननि सां, दानिशवरनि सां, शाइरनि सां, अदीमनि सां, त जीअं पाण पंहिंजो हीउ पैगाम मुस्तक़बिल पहुचाए सघूं। तव्हां सां तव्हां खां इजाज़त वठां थो सामी महिमान। इनशाला वरी गॾु सदाईं।